out of the nightmare of war and into the desolation of the desert. We obtained this exclusive footage of Sudanese people so desperate to flee fighting at home that they risk a 1,000-kilometer journey being people smuggled across the border into Egypt. Halima, not her real name, felt she had no choice to make the 5 days journey. The visa cases were months-long. The fees too high. She says she and her daughter were attacked by a group of men after their car broke down and their driver went to seek help.
ضربوا سلاح في الهواء انزلوا قال لنا انزلوا بسرعة من العربية إذا كف نتل منها الحلق قلت لها ما تضربها أخذ الحلق وبس ما خلى التلفون حتى أنا عندي تلفون صغير نوكي شالوه والناس التانيين دي الأسر برضه ما خلى لهم ولا قروش ولا ناي.
Ibtisam, not her real name, was not able to obtain security clearance, a new inter-requirement introduced by Egyptian authorities shortly after the conflict started. She and 17 members of her family spent days exposed in the open air after the people smugglers' car broke down.
3 يوم دي نحن مويه ما في واكل ما في يعني المويه دي شربنا منهم الباقات بتاعت البنزين دي ملخ بدأ نحن شربنا منها وسقينا الاطفال من المعاناه يعني تعبنا وشوف الاطفال ديل بقوا كانوا خايفين انه ما ناصل جينا يعني شهر نحن قاعدين في القنصليه يعني هو عدد الناس كثير ويومين بيشيلوا 50 نفر يعني القروش اللي كانت معانا ذات يعني قربت تخلص يعني في النهايه يعني لا بنقدر نرجع ولا بنقدر هنا عشان كده اتصرفت قلت يعني نجي تهريب ده والله صعب شديد يعني يعني الزول مضطر يعني انت بدل الموت هناك بتقول احسن.
Most trips start from the gold mining areas of northern Sudan. According to the eyewitnesses, many of the smugglers are minors. They charge close to $300 each. We heard horrific testimonies from others who took the same journey, but they choose not to be filmed. Like the people who had to quickly bury a fellow refugee traveling with them after their car crashed. Some families say their loved ones were kidnapped and only released after a financial ransom was paid. The BBC asked Egyptian authorities about what they were doing to stop people smuggling from Sudan, but they have yet to reply to us. There are no refugee camps here. Most new arrivals have to wait to register at UNHCR centers in Cairo and Alexandria and find their own housing. The United Nations say it can only do so much with limited resources.
احنا كبرنا القدره الاستيعابيه بتاعت مركز التسجيل بتاعنا تقريبا بحوالي 900%. طبعا احنا مدركين تماما ان الاحتياجات كتيره جدا اكبر من اللي احنا نقدر نغطيها. بيبقى في اولويات مين الاكثر احتياجا. احنا اي حد تعرض لاي مشكله خلال الرحله بنحاول نقدم له الدعم السريع المنقذ للحياه.
Through the trauma of fleeing a civil war back home, Sudanese people here now have to adjust to their new lives as they struggle to meet their most basic needs. But the hope of returning to Sudan seems remote while the fighting continues without no end in sight.